What is going on, guys? You're listening to Wrestling Watch. I am Blake Carter, joined by Kyle Lepore, and we are doing a Monday night review a little late today. Yeah, it is. Still not. We're doing a little show that's a little bit later than normal. It's a day late, actually. So, just nothing big happened. A lot of, regarding of why we're late, just working. Kyle had to work a little late, so instead of just pushing a show, we decided to just, delay it, which that way we could get everything right. That way nobody had to rush and watch. But Monday Night Raw, go home show. Kyle, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Hanging in there. Raw last night too. Reeling off of that was definitely. It was a pretty interesting show. It was a really good go home show. Honestly, it was. There was a lot of putting over, and it was a lot of pretty good matches in my opinion. I definitely thought it was a really good show, especially for a go home show.
Are you sure putting over is the right word? I would say make them look strong.
I mean, well, yeah, I would say that too, but it's just like. For example, League of Nations really were punching bags last night, and it was pretty damn funny to see all three of them literally just got their asses kicked all night. Yeah. It was pretty damn funny.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, just giving you a hard time. It's funny that you say it was a pretty good go-home show. I don't know what it was last night. It felt like something was missing last night. It just felt like something was missing. I don't know what it was. It could have been that the crowd wasn't that good. It could have been, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It just seemed like something was wrong. AJ Styles decided to go back to his regular ring attire. I can't tell what he wants to do. In my opinion, I think he's kind of trolling because last week he did the black and white, and then Anderson and Gallows attacked, and it was like, oh, this is it right here. He's wearing the black and white, and then boom, now he's back in black and blue. So now we're at the point where it's like, oh, well, what's going to happen? And this is the great thing about Payback, in my opinion. And I'm going to have the card up, right? I'm going to actually pull the card. No, I'm not. I'm just joking. That's for a prediction show. So, before we do continue, we are going to have a live show this week. It's going to be Next Big Thing. Since we did not have the Monday Night Review live, we are going to do a live show, the Next Big Thing, Thursday night. Matthew Clausen. You hit us up on Twitter. We let you know. Next Big Thing will be live Thursday, so make sure you're there. I know you're going to be listening, and whoever else is listening to this. So, again, the go-home show for Monday Night Raw. Me, personally, I don't have any complaints, but then again, I don't know. I didn't find it bad. I didn't find it boring. It was just in the middle. They did pay their respects to China. I saw a lot of people actually upset that they didn't do the memorial right away. I personally, it's so hard to talk about with all of this because, it's a hard subject to really touch down on. We've said what we needed to say. Some other news did come out that her manager was planning on having an intervention with her before she passed away. So there's not a lot more to say other than rest in peace, and thoughts and prayers go out to her and her family and her. To be completely honest with you, I thought the little tribute they did toward the end of Raw was good, and I still saw some unhappy things from people on Twitter. My only thoughts are, what do you expect, a parade or you really can't expect a lot. She got all she could get, and now the question is will she be in the WWE Hall of Fame? So, Kyle, was there anything big or any big questions you have for the Monday Night Raw? Is there anything you want to touch on the whole China tribute?
The whole thing with the China tribute, there were some people that weren't really happy about it, but I thought it was, as good as they could do. Like you said, what do they want them to do, a whole parade for the thing? You want them to, shoot off fireworks, stuff like that? They can't do it, even for other people who have died, like Macho Man, Dusty, all those people, they do the tribute, that's just how it is. So it's you can't really be mad at it. And it is, like you said, we did touch on pretty much everything, but it is still it's still crazy still to hear that, because you saw the tweets from, the superstars and former superstars about how, amazing she was, how much of a pioneer she was in this business, and it's definitely, it's definitely a big thing to see her gone. But yeah, on Raw, I mean, there really wasn't too many things that were like huge or like big to like crazy that happened, questions, that kind of thing. It does definitely, the things we saw on Raw though is definitely like a big question mark, which is going to happen. Like, what is going to happen on Payback? We still don't. I know at least me. I definitely still have like no idea. I don't know what's going to happen. They could go different ways with it. And that's a good thing, though. It's good to see, like, we have a main event happening in a pay-per-view where we don't know what's going to happen. We have no idea. It's good, and like, instead of us being able to predict it and know what's going to happen, that kind of thing. So it's definitely, it's going to be a really interesting Sunday night, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going to happen at all.
To touch on that, yeah, them not being predictable, it's kind of interesting, and it leaves a lot of questions to make me want to watch. But there's two ways. There's a lot of ways this can go. Some of them would make us happy, and then there's some that would make us very unhappy, to where Monday we're probably going to shit on the show. Mm-hmm. So this whole new era that Shane McMahon is calling it, the like third era in the past 4 years, The Rock returns, and now it's the people era, and then now it's the young talent era. So it's like, where are we? So
I don't know. I'm lost, man.
There is a lot of questions that need to be answered. Will the Roman Empire start and have it where Roman Reigns, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson are on a team? Or will we see the Bullet Club form with AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and then possibly having Finn Balor, the supposed next NWO? Or, I actually saw this, will we see the Roman Empire with Roman, the Gallows, and Anderson, and then the Shield have AJ Styles in it? Saw a picture of that. That's obviously not true. It's a lot of questions. Or will we see AJ Styles win clean, or will we see Roman Reigns win clean? Because as of right now, Roman Reigns is Superman, and there is no more kryptonite. So, we did get to see the debut, speaking of Anderson and Gallows. My honest thoughts of the debut was I didn't like it. I didn't like their debut. I'm not going to lie. I thought it made them look kind of weak. Obviously, Gallows was the powerhouse, and Anderson was the guy that came in and got his ass kicked a couple times. I don't know. I thought that the Usos being able to do some of the things that they were able to do kind of made them look weak. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, the Uso did a little bit, but we really saw a lot of just Gallows and Anderson beating down on Jey Uso, really just, like, for a while, too. So, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't, like, was it a great debut? No, but I think in my opinion, it made them look, like, pretty damn strong. Because, like I said, really the entire time, or at least most of it, it was really just like Gallows and Anderson beating down the Usos for a while. And then you'd have to match after they won the match, they still beat down the Usos again. And still like kept punching them, beating them down, hitting their moves, all that stuff. Until, of course, Roman Reigns came out to, crash the party, basically.
No, it's not Roman Reigns, it's Superman.
What?
Superman.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Superman came out, to save the Usos coming out there. And I was honestly kind of hoping AJ would have come out there, like, sooner. Like, he would have came out there to help them out. But, I mean, I guess it's a whole thing of, like, is AJ going to side with them? Is he not? It's a big question, but I would have liked to see it. I want to see AJ side with them so bad, man. I really want to see it.
Is JBL the heel announcer? I know the question to it from the technical term, but, Kyle, is he the heel announcer?
Yeah, he's pretty much the heel announcer.
Then why in the hell is he sucking Roman Reigns' crotch?
He's playing. I don't know what he's doing. He's really just. I don't.
He's like that. He's a female in the moods. He at one moment he can't stand Enzo and Cass, who were obviously over into the faces of the tag team division. But when it comes to Roman Reigns, AJ Styles is up to something. Look. There's the evidence right there.
He's conspiring against Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns is my dad.
I mean, maybe it's a signal that like Roman Reigns soon to heel turn. Maybe. I mean, that's definitely a possibility because the crowd already does. The crowd. I mean, I'm trying to see. It's hard to say because like you have the Usos who are face. You have Reigns who's doing heel stuff. But then you have AJ, who's a face, and then Gallows and Anderson, who are a little bit more on the heel side. So it's even more of a confusing situation of what is going on. You have 6 guys, where on one side you have 2 face and 1 heel, on the other side you have 1 face and 2 heel. So what do you make of the situation? I have no idea. It's so weird.
Here's my thing. If you want my God honest opinion, if they form the Bullet Club and they have AJ Styles with it, the Bullet Club needs to be the heel.
Yes, definitely.
Like, have them go heel. Obviously, the smart fans will eventually turn on them. Well, not turn on them, but will cheer for them. Have them heel for a while. Do their thing. And then turn them face. Because, an interesting fact, when the Shield turned face, their merch sales were amazing. They were big. Obviously, you would have the merch sales go up for... The Bullet Club would have good merch sales no matter what. And I'm sorry if you're hearing all this noise. I'm adjusting my microphone. They would, no matter what, have good merch sales. But it would be even better. And I also think doing this whole Uso versus Bullet Club thing would be good. And did you realize that backstage, Roman Reigns kind of buried the Usos?
Yeah, a little bit. He kind of did.
Did you realize
saying
that? Like,
that the All needs help from the One.
They were like, okay, one needs us, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, the group need the one. Yeah.
I mean, he's really being heelish. Yeah, he's really being heelish. That's the thing. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think on Sunday we're going to see a heel turn.
I want it to happen, but there's no telling. And fun fact, everyone, this is the first and probably only fun fact for Wrestling Rocks. Yesterday was the anniversary of David Arquette winning the WCW title. As a lot of people call it, the day WCW died.
I didn't even know that. That is a pretty fun fact.
So,
that's funny.
We'll move on. We'll get away from the whole Bullet Club or the entire, main storyline, and we'll go to the tag team storyline where the New Day still do not have an opponent at Payback, which makes, my next question is WWE Payback just a setup for Extreme Rules, which is, 2 weeks away?
Yeah, we have... Actually, I can tell you right now. Give me 1 second. What does it say?
I'm counting.
Yeah, we have Payback, which is on... Yeah, I actually got it right now. So we have Payback on May 1st, right? And then we have Extreme Rules on May 22nd. So they're really close. They're exactly 3 weeks away.
You know what I like about that?
What?
May 23rd is my birthday.
So there you go. There's a birthday present. Maybe you can go to Extreme Rules. There you go.
Yeah, dude, totally. Let me tell my mom. Buy me tickets, please. Please, buy me tickets. I want to go to Extreme Rules.
But yeah, that's definitely... I mean, you saying that's definitely a possibility of that. Payback could be definitely a setup for Extreme Rules because you have a lot of things where, like, for example, like, New Day not defending their titles here. We're going to have the number 1 contenders, like, be confirmed at Payback, so their match will be held at Extreme Rules, for example. You could have a lot of matches that happen.
It's obvious for a setup for Extreme Rules, for the tag team division being. It's already a setup. Because the winner of this number 1 contenders match goes on to go off against the New Day, more than likely at Extreme Rules. I highly doubt it's going to be the next night. Highly doubt it. But I could be wrong. So, I don't know. I still kind of think that the Dudley Boys are going to come in and make Enzo and Cass disqualify, and then have the Vaudevillains come in and be the number 1 contenders because they're playing heel. I still can't get... I don't know any of the Vaudevillains, by the way. Don't know their names. I can't stand the tall guy going under the third... or underneath the third rope or the second, third.
Yeah.
Because he looks like a fucking female doing that, and it's kind of like, what the hell? And then the shorter guy's going over. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then, of course, New Day's going to do a party like it's 1999. We're going to party like it's 1899. Stop. I heard your mom.
I mean, by the way, yeah. Oh my god, it's bad. But yeah, no. I mean, if you want to know the names, I can tell you the Vaudevillains' names. I actually know them because I
really don't care because I should know these things, but I don't.
Oh, you gotta know, man. Come on, you gotta know. It's Eden English is a tall guy, and Simon Gotch is the
By the way, can anyone guess what Cass said in his promo? He's only has one way to describe you, and that's
Of course,
SAWFT. Solved.
it's
That's
his
all he
thing,
says.
man.
I do
That's his
like
thing.
what did they say? They oh, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And he said this
Yeah,
Tweedle Enzo's, dude, I'm
something to say.
sorry. Enzo's the number one guy on the microphone right now. I don't
Dude,
care what
he is the
anyone
best
says.
guy on the mic
He
for a
is the
while.
best person on the microphone right now.
It's amazing.
What he's doing on the
Oh,
microphone is, oh.
he's great. He could drop it on the like. He doesn't even need anybody to write what he says. He can just drop
I
it on the
I
dime.
still think the funniest line he did was, where did you guys come from?" "Well, my mom and dad got busy. That's where I came from. How you doing?" I was like, "Oh, that's good. That's good." So,
No, I don't know. I have another. I have another like one of my favorite lines. Oh man, no, there's another one. I don't even know if you know. What was it? It was I'm quick as a cat and fast as a feline, and I ain't lying. But I swear I'm such a dog. I love that. Oh my god, it's
so
great.
two more storylines to really go over. Obviously, I wouldn't say that Raw is kind of like a blur because it happened yesterday, but obviously it's the next day, so we're not able to get as into depth. We also don't have the chat. So another big storyline that's kind of just there right now is the Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose. And during his walls of Jericho, or the walls on the announce table, all I could look at was his ass crack. And in
God
this
damn it.
and in this pic and in this picture, Michael Cole doesn't. He's got his mouth open. Obviously, he's announcing, but he just looks dumb. JBL's looking over like, ew. Byron Saxton's is nowhere to be seen. Jericho's like giving some nasty face as if he's pooping on Ambrose, and Ambrose like, ah. So
It was a weird
I had to put
situation,
this
man.
picture on here because it is priceless. But I don't like the storyline at all. I think I said this before. The storyline is just basically them fighting over the highlight reel in the Ambrose Asylum. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of just something to put Dean Ambrose on. I think Ambrose will obviously win this. The other big storyline, which they're actually going really into detail with, and I'm really enjoying. Obviously, I don't have a picture for it, so we're just going to scroll through all these pictures again. Is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I love the fact that they pulled all the old pictures saying how they were best friends, doing all of that. It really makes the storyline really good.
Yeah, that montage they made for him was great. I really like seeing that. Like that was really cool. It's for like a 14 or 15 year friendship they have,
Yeah, I'm sure they still
and
have.
it's really cool. Well, yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna ask you now. We're gonna give up a prediction right now. Who do you think wins between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens?
It's such a hard. I don't know, man. I think we're gonna. I don't. I think no matter what, whatever winner we see, they're gonna take it to Extreme Rules. Though I don't think this feud's gonna be over yet. They could definitely go further with this, and it would also help putting them over, like basically into where like after this feud, they could easily both go into some kind of title picture. I mean, they could do that now, yes, but I think it'll be a lot better for them to like keep this feud going. So I'm trying to think who could win. I think they might give the win to Zayn because Kevin Owens has really had like the upper hand every other time, like at NXT and that kind of thing. So I think they might finally give it to Zayn.
I'm totally sorry for like interrupting. This has nothing to do with Raw, and we're obviously going to talk about this on next big thing. But I just scrolled through a news story, and apparently Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe will main event in a cage match.
Really?
I just read that, so we're not going to touch on that. But for the women's division, Natalia and Charlotte will obviously be going off against each other at Payback for the women's division or the women's championship. And Bret Hart will be in Natalia's corner. Ric Flair will be in Charlotte's corner as normal. Bret Hart came out and made a comment saying that he could care less if doesn't want to even be at Payback. The only reason he's going to be there is for Natty, to honor her because he's proud of her. He also said that he just recently had wrist surgery, so it's not a good time for him right now. So Bret Hart has always been that person to kind of like make those comments. I don't like that he made those comments. It's kind of like I was really excited, but it's kind of like, man, I really don't care.
Well, I mean, he's always been like really just like an honest guy. Like he's if he doesn't want to do something, he won't do it, or he'll only say like how he doesn't want to do it. And I can understand it. He's been around for a long time, especially him just having wrist surgery. Obviously, he wants
Going
to like
through his
take time,
colon
recover, and
cancer
not have to
also.
do this and that too. Yeah, exactly. He's going through a lot right now, so it's definitely understandable that he doesn't want to be at payback and even be on TV like doing this at all. It's really understandable, but like you said, he's doing it for Natty, and it definitely helps the storyline, obviously.
But
But it really sucks. Like,
here's my thing. He doesn't want to be there. He's already made it public. Then why in the world did he say yes? Because it's not like they said, "Hey, Brett, you're going to be at Payback." Okay, okay, good. He's not contracted. You know what? You know, hey, you want to come to Payback and be in Eddie's corner and make the story a lot better. Yeah, I'll do it. And then a week or two, or a week later after it's announced, well, I really don't even want to be there. Could care less.
well, yeah, because he's doing it for Natty. Like
He
that's
has
why he even said like that's
no
really the reason.
desire is the quote. No desire. The
Yeah, because
exact
he's doing it for Natty. That's why.
the here it is. I do it to honor Natty. I have no desire to be there. No desire to be on TV. I'm happy that to be there for Natty, but I just had wrist surgery, so it's not a great time. The biggest
Yeah,
thing that he said that probably people would like, it'll be great to put Flair in the sharpshooter though.
I would love to see that.
But why not put Natty's father in his corner? I understand that, Bret Hart's obviously the bigger name, but why not put Neidhart?
I don't know. They should definitely do that. I mean,
If
maybe like he refuses to do it. Maybe he just doesn't want to be like on TV at all.
if I was a casual fan and I had no idea who Natty actually was, and I just went by who from some of the things I've seen, obviously you would know and hear about Bret Hart. I immediately think, oh, that's her dad. It's dad versus dad, but obviously it's not. And also another big thing, Memorial Day, you'll get to see your hero John Cena come back.
Oh man, I can't wait.
To be completely honest with you, I'm kind of ready for him to come back. I'm wanting that U.S. title to mean something again, and I really want to have. Cause just imagine you at this pay per view, and we're assuming Cena never got hurt. You could have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, John Cena do his open title challenge, which would be a good match. You would have the main event, which is going to be a good match. The tag team championship, or not the championship, but the tag team match between the Vaudevillains and Enzo and Cass will be a great match. Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose has a potential of being a good match. The women's title has a potential of being a good match. I mean, this would be a very solid card.
Yeah, it would, but I mean, we don't even know for sure if that's what Cena will do. Maybe he wants to go back for the world title. That's definitely a possibility as well. I don't know
Mm,
what he's gonna do when he comes back. We could see either one.
well, there. Oh no no no! I totally forgot. There is an article out there actually, and it's apparently the plans for SummerSlam is Roman Reigns versus Cena.
That'd be really interesting. I mean, I don't like it because I don't want Reigns to have the title, but I mean, I think it'd definitely be interesting. That'd be a really good match and
Yeah.
a really good feud to build.
Apparently, John Cena's TV show is also not doing good in ratings, which I could have.
Oh, American.
I'm not trying to be a dick saying this because I do like Cena. I hate his character. I've said it 100 times. I could have told you that this TV show was not going to be successful because it's just kind of like I don't know. It doesn't have that pop to make me want to watch. So there isn't a lot to really talk about. I'm basically trying to scroll through to make sure we didn't miss anything big. Um, News on when Randy Orton's to return. Apparently, he's still 2 or 3 months away from coming back. So it's kind of seems like every single time he's supposed to come back, he gets pushed and pushed and pushed. So apparently the injury is worse than expected. John
Yeah.
Cena to return on Memorial Day. Instead of a 9-month recovery, he did a 5-month recovery. That's obviously expected. John Cena is God. Obviously, the storyline will be the Authority versus Shane McMahon. Leads even more rumors to the brand split between Shane McMahon having Raw and the Authority having SmackDown. Again, the fun fact of the day is David Arquette winning the WCW title, and like I said earlier, people call it the day WCW died. Before we do go, we're going to be making a video soon, and it's going to be explaining a lot of why a lot of absences has happened. There's going to be a lot of changes soon. I'm very excited for these changes. They are well needed. So be sure to, after you listen to this or before, go listen to this little small video Kyle and I are about to do. We're actually going to record it right now. But before we do go, always hit the like button if you are enjoying what you are listening to. Hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss another show. Monday nights are the Monday Night Review. Thursday is the next big thing. And obviously this Sunday will be Payback. We have Kyle and me will go through our predictions. And we will go back and forth on what we think. And then the after show. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Wrestling Rocks or at Wrestling Rocks, facebook.com/Wrestling Rocks Society Geek, or search Wrestling Rocks Society Geek. For Kyle Laporte, I'm Blake Carter. Until next time, peace.